Again, not an expert. And you're like trying to organize your makeup collection when you don't have makeup on. It's just kind of funny, but at least now I can do my makeup. Hi, welcome to the channel. I really want to organize my makeup collection. I do not need all this makeup and I try to keep it to a minimum, and there's some stuff I've been hanging on to that I need to get rid of. Right now it doesn't look too bad because everything's basically put away, but I wanted to go through the drawers. I used to have a lot more containers, but I just think that is just so unnecessary because how do you use that all? Like, I don't do a full face of makeup every single day, so it doesn't seem realistic to have that much. In this drawer we have mostly eyeshadow palettes. I'm just gonna take out the whole thing and clean it. A lot of eyeshadow palettes here. I gotta figure out, when I do my everyday makeup, I don't typically use eyeshadow. I did do this in a video, I believe. It's an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette, which I have used, but I haven't used enough of it, so I'm just gonna take this out. I'm gonna decide after. This one was the NYX Ultimate Edit eyeshadow palette. It has more vibrant colors. I haven't used a lot of this either. I use this more than this one. I don't use a lot of colorful eye makeup when I do my makeups. I have a couple Tarte palettes. I like this one. It's a neutral palette. This one's another mini palette from Tarte. Even though I don't wear a ton of eyeshadow, but when I do, I like having it. This is another eyeshadow palette from Tarte. I have some like face gems in here, even though I don't really use them. An extra eyelash curler. I don't know what you call these, but I'll probably keep that, obviously. This is the Profusion eyeshadow palette. I've used it quite a lot. This has been through it. I do like that it has the white eyeshadow because I don't have like a true white eyeshadow, and that would be the only reason I'd keep this one. Alright, this drawer is empty. I don't know about you, but I do not like how makeup gets literally everywhere. Literally everywhere, like it will explode onto something. It's hard to get the makeup out. Clean that up really quickly. That doesn't come off. It's definitely from like a lipstick or like a lip liner and the cap came off. Like, do I need to use makeup remover or something? Like, I'm gonna let that sit for a bit because clearly doesn't want to come off yet. We'll move on to the next drawer, the Makeup Revolution London Patricia Bright shadow palette. This one's a massive palette and it has a ton of bright colors. I have used it. Like, that's a nice white shimmer, but I don't have, like I said in the other palette, the Profusion palette has like the true white, matte white. I could have used that the other day when I did my makeup. I did do like a white makeup look. See, like it's got makeup on the back too. Like, I need to clean that as well. These are just more eyeshadow palettes. Beauty Treat Color Crush, another eyeshadow palette. It has that like weird like makeup smell. This is another one by Beauty Treats. That's the thing about eyeshadow palettes. Certain pans are hit or miss because you might like a couple in a palette and then the others you're just not reaching for as much. It's not an everyday look for me personally. It's not gonna focus, but it's just chapstick. I need to get rid of this. I don't need this. This is Makeup Revolution London. When I was trying to do like that soap brow, but personally I just don't think my eyebrows like look that great when I do it like that. I don't use this often. Like, if I do it right now, it's like powder. I don't know how you would. I'm not gonna even attempt to try to do that. This probably will have to go. This is just one of the highlights from Kylie Cosmetics in the Cheers Darling. It's a pressed illuminating powder. This one I think came damaged, so I just never used it. I don't know why I kept buying things and then it would come in the mail and I would open it and it would be already like dispersed and exploded and like cracked inside. But I know you can like re-put back a highlight or some type of powder if it's been broken. You can like almost press it back in. Trying to clean up and not try to make more of a mess. So I'm gonna avoid that altogether. Anyways, another one from Kylie Cosmetics was a blush. Actually, this one might not be broken. I think it was the highlights were like defective or something because they just kept coming broken. Oh yeah, this is fine. Okay. This is like a pale pink corally undertone. The shade is Pink Power in the pressed blush powder. This is one of the old packagings. This is how old it is. I think I got this a couple years ago and I just never opened it, never used it. Not the best to do that. I think I ended up getting so many because I kept getting broken ones and they just said, yeah, just keep the broken ones. We'll just send you ones that aren't broken. I don't know. This one is ice me out. It's more, I don't know if it's like, can I still use that? Well overdue past 12 months, so I don't know what to do with that. Lighter toned one. The other one was more, it's not bad. I have used it. All right, well, this one's a goner. I'm throwing it out. I give up. Whatever reason, that shade was like just wanting to break off. I don't know. And then I just had one other blush from Kylie Cosmetics, which was the Kitten Baby. It's just a little bit more deeper of a corally pink than I think the other one. The other one was lighter. So this one I find to be a little bit more pigmented, and I think goes a little bit better with my skin tone personally. Again, I think these are discontinued, so, but they're powders, so I don't see the issue. And not because of like the aesthetic purpose, but just to be able to use what I have and not have it go to waste, and also have more of like time to do it, because I just don't find myself reaching to do my makeup fully all the time. So I want to try to use this, and hopefully in the next 6 months I am reaching for more of my makeup products, because it's not necessary to have so many. And I know on my scale I don't have a ton compared to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of videos where people have literally drawers filled of like 17,000 lip glosses. I'm like, how do you use that all? I don't know. Not my problem, not my business. But so those are the other two. I'm just gonna put them in the second top drawer in here. That one's empty as well. This one doesn't look as horrid to clean, so hopefully this will be easy to clean. I'm gonna put that off to the side. I'm also gonna let that one sit in the cleaner too, because it just seems like every time I try to clean it right away, it doesn't do as well to clean. I ended up putting back the palettes in the first 2 drawers. Those are basically done. There's still a little bit of room, so I've stacked a lot on top of each other so I can maximize the space that I have with just this one makeup organizer, because again, I did have a lot of makeup organizers, but I just find just having one with all of it being in one place is just a little easier for me. I know it depends on the person and how much makeup they have. I tried to get out the makeup stains as best as I could, but I took out some more palettes from one of the drawers below here, which you probably can't see. It's a lot of my brushes, but I had an overflow of palettes, so I had to put it in this one. It's just the CoverGirl True Blend Serving Sculpt palette in the 510, and I have used this. Mostly the bronzer. I do like it. I just like that it has like the big pans. I feel like it's a little easier to work with, but I do like that it has like the basic 3. I say I use more bronzer, and then I'll use like a little bit of blush depending, because my face already gets flushed because of like rosacea issues. So me having to put blush on seems like counterintuitive for me, but sometimes I will if it's like I'm mixing it into my bronzer, so sometimes it's nice to have that. And then obviously highlighter can be multi-purpose. You can like put it around your eyes, and they're by Smashbox. I do like all of these. They have pretty much everything you need in a palette. This one's more cool toned, but I do like some of the colors in here too. This one I like a little bit more, like these 3 the most, and I do like the big pans on the sides. I feel like that's nice for like a base. Those are all the palettes. I'm gonna do the loose powders really quickly. I have Makeup Forever Professionally Paris HD High Definition Powder. Another one I have is L'Oreal. It's the Hydra Perfecting Loose Powder. The last one I have, which it's like literally on its way out, so I do use this a lot, so I will probably keep this until it's completely gone. It is by Wet n Wild. It's the Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. I have a lot of brushes, like I said, in that drawer that I was going through. This, I don't know what happened. It like broke. You can see that none of these match, or makeup sponges. These I have not used yet, so I've been just keeping them here off to the side. So these I think I'm going to do off camera and put them in a container and let them clean to separate my eyelashes when I do my mascara. You can tell it's a little dirty, and it got broken. And then I just have an e.l.f. eyelash curler, which needs to be cleaned as well. Sure, it can be cleaned. We can clean this one. It's not horrible, but you can tell it has some makeup on it. I went to go clean my makeup brushes, so right now they're sitting, and I did clean out this drawer here that did have the makeup brushes. I'm going to put the rest of my palettes in here. Try to put some of the loose powders. I think they'll fit. Yeah, they're gonna fit. And there's still room in this drawer. I do not like, it's like a biggest pet peeve of mine is these. I do not like, they can never get clean enough. They're just always have makeup like stuck in them. If I'm not mistaken, I think this pencil sharpener is from e.l.f. That's like the one thing about makeup. It literally just, it goes everywhere. It makes a mess and stains everything. And that's one of the parts that I do not look forward to dealing with. So these are like the tools that I use. Eyelash separator, eyelash color, pencil sharpener. If I use false lashes, I will use, or like eyelash strips, I do use like one of these. So these are the tools that I use. So I don't keep a lot of mascara. Right now I just have, which I have mentioned, was L'Oreal Telescopic. I've been given the Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara, which I haven't used a lot because it's brown. Sometimes I like to have brown mascara instead of black, but that's like what I will go for when I do want that. I'll probably keep these until I need to get rid of them. I have a couple eyelash glues that I will use. So I have clear, white, and black. I keep these when I need to put the false lashes on. The lip liners, a lot of them are the ones that you sharpen. Some are big, some are small. Probably will keep all of these. I need to do like a test run of like the ones I do like and I don't. And then I have either like eyebrow pencils or eyeliners. I need to decide if I'm keeping these because I don't use a whole lot of these. I have like the Wet n Wild one that's like completely almost gone. And I have the ones that you like adjust. One's from Rimmel, one is from Wet n Wild again, and this one's from LA Colors. But the one from Wet n Wild that you adjust is more of like a red based, and it looks really good when you have like either hazel or green eyes. But sometimes it just looks like my eyes are irritated, like I have redness. I don't know how I feel about that. Found another eyelash glue adhesive. Apparently I like throw out all my lipsticks. I like don't have any anymore, but the only ones I do have is 2 of the Milani lipsticks. One is the 25 Naturally Chic lipstick. Has like a sheen to it. It looks pretty close, a little darker than my natural lip color. I have this one, which is the matte, the shade 60 Innocence color, and it's more of like a pretty close to my lip color as well, a little lighter than the other one. I do like these. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't use it. It's like a sparkly eyeliner. This will keep, it's just like a black pencil. I'll keep this one, but I'm gonna have to retry the red. Getting rid of this e.l.f., which I lost the cap to it, so then I ended up using like a different cap. This has gotta go. A liquid eyeliner that needs to go as well. It's Wet n Wild H2O. There's still like quite a ton left, but it's old and I need to get rid of it, so this has got to go too. I think that's as good as it's gonna get because it seems like it's like stuck on there, but it looks pretty good compared to what it was. All right, so I think that's like pretty much as good as it's gonna get as well, and it looks pretty clean, so that's pretty good. I'll put these back. The way I'll separate them is between, I'll put lips and face together, and then face I'll put on the bottom because I think I have like my powders and stuff like on the bottom too. Gotta go. Any contour bronzer here. We're like trying to finish this. I think I also will put all like the tools in here as well. Everything is in its place. Well, that was a journey. I was able to minimize a lot of the makeup that like I didn't want to keep. It was expired or I just couldn't keep anymore. It was either broken, it fell out. But this is basically all I wanted to do for today, was like clean out my makeup, organize it, be able to have it look more presentable, motivate myself. I don't keep makeup I'm not going to use. If you have watched to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.